Hi, this is Caroline with Caroline's Cause Corner. Today, I am interviewing Elizabeth Bates, who is a real estate agent in Laguna Beach, California, and we're going to learn all about her organization or her business, Real Estate for Good. Hi, Liz. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. How's sheltering in place treating you?
It's exciting, especially homeschooling.
Oh, I know. So exciting. So, before we dig into Real Estate for Good, will you give a little background on your history of working in the real estate industry?
Yes, absolutely. I was licensed in 2004. I started in the industry in 2002 as a transaction manager for a very busy real estate agent in Orange County. And so I kind of had my baptism by fire, I usually call it, because I was managing up to 30 transactions at any given time. And I didn't really know much about real estate at the time. So I learned a lot. And then I became licensed, and I've been in real estate ever since.
And so, what made you decide that the real estate industry needed a little change? And what made you think up and initiate the Real Estate for Good campaign?
Well, I've always been one to think about charity and wanting to give back. And I felt that if there was some way that I could incorporate that into my real estate business, that it would be even more rewarding for me to be able to, help my clients, and on top of that, give to charity, or at least help to facilitate giving to charities. So that's how I created the Real Estate for Good model. And it's basically just my clients, they're saving on what they would pay a real estate agent normally for commission. I'm giving them the option to give that directly to charity, and they get the tax benefit of that donation. So it's really amazing.
Can you break down how that works out, maybe with a real life example?
Yeah, so basically I had a seller, we listed the property. Instead of charging 3% commission, which normally an agent on one side of the transaction, the listing agent would ask for, I only charge 1%. And so that 2% that client is saving, I am encouraging them to give to charity. And so that money is donated directly from escrow to the charitable organization of their choice, and they get the tax donation benefit.
So to date, what charity has benefited from a house sale on your behalf or on your client's behalf?
LLS is one of the big ones I've worked with.
Which is what? Can you explain?
Leukemia Lymphoma Society.
Okay.
And so we've given money to them to help in cancer research. There's the Kind and Safe School project here in Laguna Beach that I'm a big advocate of. So I have several charities, and they're on my website, that I've vetted that give most of the money. Not a lot of processing or like internal fees, where the money is going directly to the cause. Wells in Africa is another charitable organization. I also have my own charitable organization to help single parents achieve home ownership, but we can talk about that later if you want.
Actually, let's transition to that. Tell me all about that organization.
It's Sunny Days Charitable Fund. As being a single parent myself, so it hits close to home, and I understand the struggles as a single parent and being able to obtain home ownership. A lot of single parents, they've got a great job, they have a great income, and they're able to pay that monthly mortgage note, but they just lack that down payment. And that's where we help. We help with the down payment so that that parent can become a homeowner. And so they're vetted, of course. They have to qualify for a loan, but if it's a $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 down payment, then that's what the organization does. So it's a great way to help parents have peace of mind, because when you own your own home, you don't have a landlord telling you they're going to raise your rent or you'd have to leave in 30 days. You have your own home. You can put down roots, and your children, that gets passed on to your children because of your peace of mind. They have the peace of mind as well. Then I always think, when the kids are ready to go to college, you've got that equity in the home. You can pull out an equity line of credit, and bam, college is paid for. So it's just like this amazing way to create this cycle of good. So,
in closing, with COVID-19 and the people being at home, tell me how your real estate business is doing and the industry in general. Just give us a little insight to what's happening.
Yeah, it's interesting out there. There's definitely a lack of inventory. We were just kind of going into that spring market, and we see a lot more houses come on the market. That's our busiest season. But all with the COVID-19 or pandemic, there's not as many listings, but there is a pretty big demand still. There's buyers out there that need to find homes. So you have the lack of supply, but you have the same demand. So basically you have a flat market, meaning that prices aren't going up and they're not going down. It's almost like at a standstill right now. So it's actually really interesting. People are hypothesizing of what's going to happen in the future. If we can't get some type of help with mortgage payments and that type of thing. I mean, it could lead to foreclosures and short sales in the future, of which I am certified to handle short sales and foreclosures. But let's hope it doesn't get to that point. But showing houses now is just nuts. You have to give proof of funds, and you have to give a pre-qualification letter of a lender, and then you have to sign a coronavirus addendum that we have now, and then everyone's wearing your masks and your gloves, and I have my Lysol and my alcohol sprays. And so it's been interesting. I went through the 2007 and 8 downturn market with the short sales, so it was you have to evolve with it and you just do. You find ways to make it easier for your clients. You learn new skills and you just ride it out. And that's what we're doing. So,
yeah, it's heavy for every industry. One more quick question. You're very philanthropic, and your businesses are purpose-led businesses. And have you always been geared in that direction to helping others?
Yes. So sometimes I think it's a downfall, but when you're younger, obviously you don't know how to channel that energy. And so now I'm a little wiser, a little older, I've learned that giving personality, I've been able to channel it to make it something that's useful, that's helpful, and it's actually a tangible thing. And this is great because it's basically the money is already on the table. People are already expecting to pay a certain amount to a real estate agent, and I'm just redirecting the money. I'm saying, hey, it's already there. I'll just take this. This is enough to pay my bills, and this is enough for me, and I'm fine with that. I don't need to take it all. Let's give the rest to charity, and they get the benefit of the tax donation. It's kind of a no-brainer and a win-win.
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
It's a win-win for everybody. Excellent. Well, thank you, Liz Bates, for coming on Caroline's Cause Corner. And again, I will have all of her information in the attached to this video. And I hope you have a great day and your family is healthy and safe throughout this whole ordeal. And yeah, thank you. And until next time, this is Caroline with Caroline's Cause Corner. Make it a giving day.